Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Micks Mowers, and in this episode we're going to be taking a look at a bit of a funny machine. Not quite sure why it's been sold. That's the truth of it. This little lawnmower is a little web lawnmower and it's 8 years old and it's not even cut one blade of grass. I'm convinced of it. It's not even done one job, which is a bit suspicious because it is a brand new lawnmower and they retail, I've had a look, they retail for about 300 quid. Which is what it is. It's only a little tiny web lawnmower with a Briggs 3.5 Classic and I paid a tenner for it, which is super. But the question is, why don't it start? I do have a spare Briggs & Stratton engine for it here, should I need to put another one on it, but I hope we can get this engine running. It was sold as spares or repaired, not running, and it's missing the bolt that holds the air filter on and also is missing the carburetor springs, so somebody has been in. But we'll have a little look at it anyway and have a look, see what condition it's in, and you won't believe it, it's astounding. If this is your first time in watching Micks Mowers, hit the old subscribe button, whack the old bell, set your notifications to all, and that will then tell you that I've released another video, or in fact on my weekly Saturday night live stream between 6 and 10 UK time. So without further ado, let's get down and dirty and let's check out this little web lawnmower. Okay, here is the little mower. Now it is a 2012 model Briggs & Stratton flathead classic. Okay, the deck is in immaculate condition. Okay, there's not a mark on it. There's one mark just there. Okay, this side is just as clean. The engine, I think the lawnmower's been sat outside, but look underneath this lawnmower. This has not even cut one single blade of grass at all. Crazy. That's not grass, that's dust. Okay, the blade is absolutely brand firing new. It's never done a day's work in its life, so that is a good thing for me because I can then either get it running or put another engine on it if the engine is terminal. The engine could be terminal. It could be started up with no oil in it or something along that line. So let's get it back on tripod and we'll have a look at it. As I say, it's missing the bolt that holds this on. That's how it came like that. And it's missing the springs up on the top of the governor. That's what it's missing. So someone's been in here and mucked about with it. It could have been that literally it didn't have the springs on for manufacture. It could have been that, possibly. But hey ho, it's what it is. So let's get you back on this stand and we'll have a little look through this machine. Right, quite excited actually. Excited in one way and not quite sure what's going on in the other. So the first thing I want to do is get my spark plug tester and we're going to just test for spark. That's the first thing I want to do. I don't even want to go on here. I'm going to get a new spark plug tester because these are not brilliant. I want to get a Briggs one. So, looking for a light here. Oh, let's tie a dead man's handle off. Yeah, got a spark. Although it's not sparking every time. No spark now. No spark. That spark first time I see it. They're going to call me a liar now. Okay, let's have the old plug out. The original plug has done no work at all. That's not even fired. Let's take that out and let's put a brand spanking new Briggs & Stratton, sorry, B2LM in. Brand firing. Could be the plug. See what that does. I'm not keen on my spark plug tester is actually doing what it should be doing. Yeah, spark there. Spark there. Yeah, big spark. So I've got a spark. That's good then. So happy with that. Let's put a bit of go-go juice inside it. See if we can't get it to fire. Right, let's see what happens. Fired straight up. Fired straight up. Weirdo, weirdo. Okay, I have noticed up this top end. Let me swing it around. I don't like moving my tripod. I've noticed that this top end, these handles don't look quite right to me. That don't look right. So I'm going to do it first. That don't look right. So I'm going to take this handle off. Take all that off. Something's telling me that ain't right. I don't know quite what's occurred there. It could be all part of the reason why I don't want to fire up. That should just go. Someone's forced that in there. Someone must have had a lot of row with that. I want to get that to go in. That's how it should go. Like that. I think. Yeah, that's better. That should go like that. So it's been assembled incorrectly on day one. Because that wasn't springing back, you see, and now, yeah, that's better. Alright, happy with that. The drive works. Drive lock on the machine, yeah, locks up. That's all good. Cool, happy with that. Okay, so as you can see, all of these springs are not on, and they should have springs on here. So I've got some old springs. I'm actually right out of brand new ones. I'm out. So I do have some second-hand donors, so I picked some up. So let's. I wish they'd designed these springs so they're the same the other end as these ones. So this has come off an old Briggs that was spares that I've just ripped apart for the bits and pieces. I just couldn't turn this down, and the funny thing is, when I went to go and see this woman to pick this one up, she said, "You're the fourth person to buy this lawnmower," right? Which also sent alarm bells going off my head. So one end goes there, and then this end you've got to push through this little tiny hole on top of this spring, and it comes back on itself, and that's where it goes like that. Okay. So now that pulls back on itself. So she said, "Yeah, you're the fourth person to buy this lawnmower. Everyone else has said they'd turn up, and then they haven't. Now this spring's actually broken, so I've had to do a bit of jiggery poke on this one. So I'm hoping it'll be alright. I'm going to get some more. I'm right out, and it happens when you go through machines quite quickly. I'm hoping that'll be okay. I might just have to squeeze that off with a pair of long nose pliers, or a pair of forceps would probably be better just to hold it in. I may have to get it running and then order some new springs up. Let me try and just bend that spring up so it closes a bit better than what it already is. We don't like being mucked about with springs, so they do tend to snap. We'll give that a go. So it can't come out, which is a good thing. That'll do for now. So the other three or four people that went to view this machine never even turned up, which is good. It's got a broken air intake on there. So I want to take this little tank off just to inspect it. Really, that's all I'm doing. I'm just not convinced I'm not convinced that, you know, someone would throw away a brand spanking new machine. That to me don't make no sense. It looks like it has done nothing. It doesn't even smell of petrol in the tank. There is something in the tank. It looks like water though, to be fair, so I'm going to get a bit of blue roll or a bit of rag or something, and just want to put that inside there. There's a little bit of something, it's like yellow congealed stuff, but the tank is spotless. I'll show you in a bit. Let me continue taking this tank off just so I can literally clean the tank out. As we all know, you can just literally just slip this off, lift it up, give it a bit of a tip, and out it comes. Let me bring it around. So, yeah, that's water. There'll be water in this tank. I'm now soaking wet. Let me put the other end of this rag in. Yeah, that'd be water. So a tank, as you can see, or can see, I don't know if you can see in there, can you? Let me get my light. Let me try and get it figured out. There you go. There you go. Nothing in there. Never been used. How lucky is that? We've actually got a lawnmower, potentially, that's just been sat up. Someone's bought it, brand new, and it's just been sat up. I can't get over it. So I need to get all this water out of a carburetor best I can. It all primes, but why were the springs off? That's the question I want to ask myself. Why were the springs off? It don't bother me, but you know, it's whenever you get a lawnmower that's brand new, you think, oh yeah, they've gone out day one, put no oil in it, or they've hit something day one, you know, and the engine could be terminal. It's always a risk, isn't it? Just try and get all this water out because it'll do the engine no good when I go to fire it up. I think that's it. I think that's it. There's still something in there somewhere. Let me try and get all that out. I don't have to take the gasket diaphragm off, I don't need it. Because it should be technically brand new. Right, that's it. I'm going to be doing a paint job on this. I'll probably do it off camera anyway. Just spray the engine back to black to how it was and read all that sort of stuff, just so it looks absolutely brand fire and new. Because this should sell for quite a pretty penny, to be fair. Right, so that's fine. I need to get a new air intake elbow, which I've got for the exhaust in the box of bits. Let me just find that. So one of those I've got because the old one is split. The old one is split and no good. That's perished. I've got a spare one of those. Second-hand part. So let's put the tank back on. We've got the springs on now. They're not brilliant, but hopefully it'll do the job. And the person I've got to thank for this is actually Pete Brown. He spotted it in my area and said, yeah, Mick, this is near you. And so thanks for that, Pete, because without you I'd have probably missed this one. And literally it came up, I asked a question, they said, yeah, still for sale. I said, right, I'll pick it up straight away. Which is cool. It's nice that my mates and my subscribers are actually looking out for me. I also need a air filter. Now I'm going to put the air filter back on because the air filter that come off of it is is brand new, although that isn't a genuine Briggs. I wonder if that's, oh, that's the one that come off, that's a spare one. This is one that come off, genuine Briggs. Absolutely bone dry, nothing on it. Weird. So that can go back on. Let me just find a bolt for that. I should have one knocking about the place somewhere. I've got a box of bits over the other side here. Okay, in my box of bits, I have a spare one of these, so that can go in there. I've got to change my battery in a minute, you're nearly out. I'll put this in, I'll change the battery on you, give you guys a bit more power, and I'll come back. Right, you're back. Bit of fuel. I'm quite excited to literally just put 2 springs on this and a bolt, and it cost me a tenner. Let's put plenty of fuel in it. Give it half a chance. That's not as much as I'd like, actually. I want to give it a good run, you see, because there must be a reason why this thing hasn't been run. So I'm going to take that air filter back off. I want to make sure I've got a decent fuel supply going in. Let's try and prime that. There she goes. Oh, priming absolutely beautifully, as it should do. Now I want to check the oil, which is over the back here. Little yellow tab. Well, there is some oil in it. Can't quite see how much as of yet. Let's get a rag. Let's do the old dip test. See what we're getting on the oil. I may pull the oil because it had water in the fuel tank. We'll just see. I can tell just by feeling it if it's got oil in it. Well, the oil is very low. It's up to the minimum, but look, it's not even been run. You can see it's not being run, and that's got oil in it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to drain that oil out, and I'm going to put some brand new oil in just to be on the safe side. I don't know water being in there, so let me pull that oil out, and I'll come back once I filled it back up. Okay, I don't know if you can see that, but the oil is now absolutely bang onto the mark with fresh oil. Took it out with my old extractor, so that's now done. It was a little bit low, but it wasn't excessive, so that's a good sign. Can't stop rubbing this mower deck because it is so new, and I think just a bit of black spray, bit of matte black spray, this will come up looking like brand new. Well, it is darn near brand new. So we've got some petrol in it now, we've got some oil in it now, brand new spark plug, air filter's good anyway. So we'll just try and fire it up for you, just in the shed, make sure it does actually start. So let's bring this up to where it should be, which is there. My petrol was making a hissing noise, I thought that was a lawnmower. Right, okay, this is live fire up. Let me bring you guys back a smidge, just want to fire it to see if it would actually fire. And if it starts, and I'll put it outside. It could be a very quick video. Dead man in. Let me bring this table around a smidge. Bring you guys around. No tools underneath, is there? No. 3 pumps. Let's see what happens. It might run a bit fast. Okay, it runs, but we have got water coming out of the exhaust, and look, lots of stuff coming out of here because obviously it's just been sat to one side. So I'm going to remove this pull cord assembly very quickly. Just want to see what's occurring in there. The weather is not brilliant outside, but just want to fire it up to see if it would actually start on me. Quite a bit of stuff come out of this pull cord. Yeah, brand new. Brand spanking new. I'm not keen on the gap on that coil either. To be fair, let me bring you around. Right, I don't know if you can see that. Let me get my light. But the coil's got a gap on the back side of a flywheel, but that looks like it's binding to me. So I'm just going to re-gap that. Let me get a card. It's how I do it. It's not to specification. It's just how I do it. It's how I've always done it, and how it works. Should be a quarter socket on that one, which should be that one there, 1/4. And we're going to just literally remove that bolt, slacken him off, slacken that one off, pull the coil back, and got a card here, what's this say, from Hong Kong it says, Amazon. Okay, slip that in like so, and push the old coil forward, and then do that back up. That might be why it wasn't starting as well as perhaps it could do. Give that a bit of a rotate. Try and get your card out. That's better. Bit more of a gap there now. That'll help. So this is going to be sprayed up here. I'm going to blast this all off with a degrease and what have you, air compressor, and that's all be sprayed all black eventually, so it'll look nice and fresh. But there's a much more of a better gap just there now, so I'm happy with that. That might be why I had a bit of material coming out of the pull cord assembly housing when I first fired it up. But hey, it runs. I really wasn't expecting it to run, I can assure you. But even all the blade brake, for the blade brake, all the engine brake is all brand new. I'm going to get a bit of sandpaper, just a small piece, and the magnets here can be fired off to be cleaned up. It's just been sat to take off some of this rust. Just to bring that back, that'll help as well. You can also file a bit off the cord as well if you want to. A magnet's pulling it over, which is annoying. Don't pinch your HT as you put it down. I like that to go there when I do mine. Like that, sat down, and then just put your 3 bolts back in, zip them up, and I'll come back. Right, that's that done. The grass box, I haven't touched this obviously. Grass box, absolutely brand bar and new. And inside, not one blade of grass. Not one. There's one up there, sorry, there's one there. But is that grass? No, that's not, just a bit of something else. There's no grass in this box, so that's cool. Right, I'm going to take it outside. But before I fire it up, what I want to do is take some photographs of the underneath. So when I go to sell it, I can prove it's not actually cut any grass at all. I could spray the handles black as well because they're a bit faded, but I think they are supposed to be a greyish colour. I could do that. This lawnmower retails, you can still buy this mower brand new today, and it retails at £299 brand new. This is brand new. Just won't have a guarantee. But you know what? If it runs really well, I might put a guarantee on it. If I can get an extra 50 or 60 quid out of it, if I guarantee it, and put some terms and conditions on it, then I might even put a guarantee on this mower. Because guess what? If at the end of the day, if it breaks, I've got spare Briggs engines. We can all fix Briggs engines. You know, so let's get it outside let's get it fired up and we'll see how she runs. Well, I've had to put a microphone on. It's a bit windy out here as usual. Here it is. I haven't fired it up at all. I've got it on the highest setting because I don't want the grass to get underneath it. Because people say, yeah, one blade of grass means it's been used, and it quite clearly hasn't. So I'll go for live fire up now, and we'll see how she runs. Okay, so once running for a little while, very smoky, and making lots of noises, so it'll be chucking oil out and petrol out and bits and pieces out. So let me get it run up for about 5-10 minutes, and we'll see how it then looks. Okay, as you can hear in the background, that little lawnmower is now on its test. I'm going to run it for about 15 minutes solid. It was smoking initially, and also was chucking out some water and bits and pieces in the exhaust where it's just been left outside. It's had a new set of carburetor springs, or a second-hand bolt on the airbox. It's had an oil change, it's had a bit of a tank flush, but apart from that I've done nothing else to this mower at all. Picked it up for £10. Cheers for that, Pete. She's now up and running. So as long as it passes its test, I may actually sell this mower with a guarantee on it. Just to up the price a little bit. Let me know what you think. If it's your first time watching Micks Mowers, don't forget to subscribe, hit the old bell, and set your notifications to all. That way you'll be told I've released a video, or in fact I'm on my weekly Saturday night live stream between 6 and 10. The grass box is brand new, the drive all works, dead man's hand all works. I'm now going to spend about another hour or so just taking the pull cord assembly off, spraying that up, and I shan't take the engine off. I should literally just put some blankets around the deck, spray the engine nice and black with some heat treated paint, just so it looks like brand new effectively. And that lawnmower should sell for a very pretty penny indeed. If you like this video at all, don't forget to hit the old subscribe, leave a comment down below, and more importantly, give it a thumbs up. It helps towards the growth of my channel, and the more my channel grows, the more benefits you guys will get out of it. So thank you very much for watching this episode of Micks Mowers. I hope you enjoyed it, I hope you did find it informative, and I look forward to seeing you all again on the next episode of Micks Mowers very, very soon. But until then, people, more importantly, don't forget, take her easy.